Yeah,
it doesn't have to be like the same goals. It just has to be like.
Not same goals, but
like
same
rate.
attitude toward those goals.
I guess.
Like if I want to, like.
Don't
become a doctor and you want to become an artist. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say, oh, you're less than me.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say if you have the same
exactly.
If you have the same like
your grit,
enthusiasm towards those goals, then like it's the same thing.
Yeah. Hello guys.
No,
welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to In My Honest Opinion. Today we have our first guest star, Jessini. And today this episode's gonna be more of like a opinion based one, you know, because we're gonna be talking about relationships and stuff. Well, yeah, they're all opinion based,
with a female point of view.
I think you say porn star.
Maybe not that.
Yeah, we had to have her on because someone disagreed to those sexist.
I didn't even know you were looking at me. Like...
We're gonna start off with relationships, and I guess we're gonna talk. What we want to start off with?
I don't know, man. Anything you want to say?
Are you guys gonna edit the video, right?
Yeah, we are. So you've had the most relationships. What do you have to say about them?
Don't get in one. Don't get in one.
I mean, I guess we can start off talking about how like most high school relationships are pretty much like they're like they high school relationships like obviously always gonna happen, but it's kind of like inconvenient because every time like there's a relationship, most of the time it's not gonna last that long because no one really knows what they want.
Well, no, it is because you're young age. It is convenient. That's a problem.
I guess it's convenient. Everyone doesn't know.
It depends on like what you are both thinking of and want.
Well, yeah,
that's true, but not everyone ages their mind more maturely as everyone else.
But if you're able to find someone with the same mindset as you, like wants a future with you too, then I think that they'll last. I mean, why do you think there's like the whole high school sweetheart thing?
The reason that it's a thing is because it's pretty rare.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
but
if you're lucky enough, you do get one. So I think in general, it is hard to find someone like that because some people just want to mess around, or how you could say they need to go through a whole phase.
Wait, what are you looking at?
Why you look at me? What the fuck did I do?
I know you're looking at me. No, but I think like I don't know, but sometimes people be like they be acting like they want that shit like for the long run, but they don't.
But that's why
not even like lying to the other person, just like both them are lying to each other, like or they want to like have that like image out, like that they're like for real like
and that's why
in it, like posting like a 1 month anniversary, they'd be like 1 month. Oh my god, I love you so much. I'll be here with you forever.
And then they break up a week later.
So
that's what I'm saying. That's why I haven't had many relationships. I feel like every time. That's why I love.
That's the reason why you don't have any.
No, well, I get that mindset because it's like you would want an older girl because they already went through that whole phase.
No, not that. I just feel like they're more mature in the mind.
That's why though.
Most girls go through their like quote unquote whole phase and then they just like get it out of their system and then they want to commit a relationship.
I think everyone's like that though.
Yeah, they're trying to look for someone that they want. They're looking for something else. That's why when you're young and you're in high school, you get into a relationship and you don't know what you want. And so you're like with them, but you're also like, oh, I kind of like this person. I kind of want to be with this person.
That is true.
That's true. But like, it's fair though, because like that's just like you're young, you're trying to like figure out what you want to do in your life.
I know, but I feel like for people who like kind of know what they want early on, it's kind of tough.
Oh, it is tough. It definitely is.
For people like me. Okay. I know exactly what I want.
Do you though?
He said he mature.
Think about it. A lot of times when you listen to other people's like relationship problems and stuff like that, a lot of it is just like some dumbass shit, and they just kind of overplay it.
Wait, like what?
Well, because
talking about me.
That's actually a general thing, but everything applies to you.
Talk about me.
But I'm saying like one guy one time your boyfriend doesn't walk you to class one time and all of a sudden he's distancing himself or something like that.
No.
Has someone complained?
I've never heard of someone
Has someone complained about that? I like that's the thing. I don't know.
It's me.
Huh? Someone complained to you? Oh, they complained to you like, oh, why didn't you walk me to class?
Yeah.
But I feel like you have to also understand it's like people are more sensitive when they're younger. What?
What?
People are more sensitive. People are more sensitive when they're younger, so they do blow things out of proportion because they want you to prove something to them first, and then later on.
That's true, but sometimes
Because like
sometimes no matter what you
no matter what you do.
No, personally, like I've been through like that, like whole like like it's not that he wouldn't walk me to class, but he like wouldn't see me or hang out with me. Like he'd rather just be with his friends and not talk to me once.
Well, yeah, that sounds
That's
pretty like that's
different,
I mean,
right?
we could bring up toxic relationships and like, you want to bring it up now or you want to wait a little bit?
I've been in.
Damn.
So all of them. All of them.
All of them. That's what I forgot to buy.
A fan?
Sweat.
I forgot to buy deodorant.
Oh damn, that's pretty.
Because I had the spray one.
Was
no,
it
I had
the like I get that like sometimes it's like sensitivity, but also it's like just people who are like insecure and like they don't want to believe it's like you're.
You know, I was thinking because we wanted
like they don't want to believe like what you that like
because we wanted to do a self-worth episode. I thought that could be a low-key part of it because
I mean,
but
I don't want to like say that now.
People who don't have like their own self-worth or know what they're worth should not be in relationships.
I mean, but
yeah,
like
that's
true, but that's not necessarily what I'm talking about right now. I'm just talking about people who like
they're
like
insecure, so
they're insecure. It's partially self-worth because they don't think that they don't think that they deserve certain things. And therefore, like, or based on their past or whatever it is.
Air it out.
Whatever it is. And they'll decide.
They'll decide,
like, all right, this is how you're going to be.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, okay, I assume that, like, men are bad, whatever. I assume that, like,
in the past. Someone's not genuine.
Yeah, in the past, I haven't gotten attention. So now I'm going to assume that you're not going to give me attention.
I'm scarred from that. That is true. Like, people, and part of what Peyton was saying is, like, if you don't really love yourself or, like, genuinely value yourself, I feel like it's harder for you to get into a relationship and enjoy it because you're just going to constantly think and, like, in the back of your head. Yeah, like, oh, they're not being serious. I'm not really beautiful. He's lying. He's this, he's that, you know?
You got to, like, be able to believe that, like, you're worth, like, effort.
Yeah.
Because if you think that if you assume that somebody's like, or someone like every relationship that you've been in, nobody gives you effort. Like eventually, like it's easy to think, oh, maybe I just don't deserve effort. So then when somebody tries to give you effort, you can be like, nah, you lying.
Yeah, like oh, what do you want?
Yeah, exactly. There has to be like some ulterior motive to you having effort.
And we both had this, well, especially me now. But
you had?
Oh. No, I'm saying I'm going to something else. Oh, okay. It's like when they're self-conscious about themselves.
Oh.
And they always make it abundantly clear that that's how they feel about themselves. It's like when you repeatedly call yourself ugly or like you're not worth it, then like it gets so annoying.
But like it's not even that it's
annoying because you don't realize what you're worth.
For me, I like I'm not like that where I'm like, oh, but like I do say like, oh, I feel ugly and like that's just me. Like I admit to my insecurities, and that's one thing that people have to do is like it's okay to be insecure. You don't have to 100% love yourself, but at least be honest with your insecurities and address it up front with your partner so that you guys can come up with an idea to fix it.
So let's talk about like toxic relationships, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I haven't really been in like a real bad toxic one.
I think every relationship, if you look back, it's
feels a little toxic. Yeah.
A little bit. Well, like I'll admit the one I'm in right now was very toxic, but like now we kind of like quote unquote started over.
But like Adisa said, like hindsight is 20/20. When you look back at it, was it like more toxic in the moment, or now that you look back at it, you feel like it was more toxic?
Like in the moment, it was toxic because of the but like the way I had addressed it and stuff like that. Like I know I could have done it better. So both ways,
you say?
Yeah, like we're both toxic. That we were both toxic.
I think like sometimes what's wrong with relationships is you don't just like no like one person doesn't speak up.
Yeah.
So like if you made your intentions clear, then the whole like thing wouldn't happen.
It's basically just honesty. It's like, and I was honest. I said what I was doing, who I was with, who I was talking to, this and that.
Damn.
And maybe that was too much.
Yeah, cugged.
Maybe that was too much, but it's like I felt like he was just not honest. And like that's a bad way to start a relationship. But like eventually, like we did get there, and I can honestly say like right now I am happy.
I mean, sometimes going through like rough patches through stuff like leads to like the better relationships.
But that doesn't mean.
But it's not all of them.
That doesn't mean that the rough patch means that there's gonna be something better.
Yeah.
Social media preaches the idea that you have to go through a rough patch in order to get somewhere good, but that's not the case. If you do get in a rough patch and you can fix it, then that's great. But at the same time, it's like your relationship is not solely based on fixed rough patches.
That's fact. That's true. Like, cause I think people be like, especially like what you're saying, social media, it like romanticizes the rough patches. It makes you feel like the rough patches are like the better part.
Just rough sex, just
going
crazy. we know someone.
We don't do nothing with you. This is me and Adisa's show now.
It's like
get out.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that because people be like, it's like
I shake my leg.
It's like being in like a toxic relationship is like cute. It's like quirky.
Yeah,
it's like
definitely not.
It's like
girls are definitely like, oh my god, I'm toxic, and like I've admittedly I've said that before. It's like, oh my god, I'm toxic, but like it's not.
This is a whole video just about her, just talking about the things she's like her mistakes.
It's good to be healthy. I've actually like, I think I am a better person now.
Well, as long as I feel like any situation, as long as you look back at it and feel like
you can grow.
Yeah,
you've grown from it, then it's a good.
That's the problem.
Because like there's been
you'll be going through all stuff and they don't be growing from it.
Yeah, because I've been like through like that 1 year, that one toxic girl, and she left my life, and then like obviously like there's like that.
I don't actually know what you're talking about.
I've not talked to that many girls.
I know, but like I don't know.
Anyway, I know.
Okay.
Oh, hit. Ready?
Okay, just talk.
2.
No, do not say their name. At the time, at the time of any toxic relationship, when it's over, it feels so bad. But then like, when you look back at it, you could always. What? What do you want?
No, I said not really.
Boy, what the hell? Why he eating the glass?
Okay. Even though I've had a toxic, somewhat relationship, whatever that was, I've learned a lot from it. And
have you?
And you're like able to move forward.
Yeah. And I was able to move forward. It makes me a stronger person.
Wow,
that's whatever. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Kelly Clarkson. I can honestly say like I feel like I've been a better person because I've personally like removed people out of my life that like I thought, and I don't want to be like, what do you say, Tumblr-y, but like. Oh, not Tumblr.
Like quirky, like
I don't know.
Like,
yeah,
like
special. Yeah, like but like basically you do have to remove like negative people. Like if you find somebody that's constantly talking bad about somebody, and you realize like, oh, you keep on adding to it, because that's how I was. Like I kept adding to it, and I kept like kind of like, how do you say, instigating it?
Yeah, like.
And that's like not. And I felt like a bad person afterwards.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? Let me just separate myself from this person and just see how it goes. And honestly, I feel happier because I feel like I don't dislike anyone. I don't have anything bad to say about anyone.
I can't agree with that, but.
I mean, I do, but like, not. But like, it's not. But it's like, but it's not. I do like as in. I'm gonna say it again. I'm about to choke. I'm not gonna lie.
Give her water, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got you water. My bad.
Oh, thank you. Anyways, I felt like I haven't talked about anyone in a sense that's like I haven't brought up something from the past. Like I was able to forgive people for a lot of the things that they did to me. Like the girl that I was talking about before. I said I didn't like her.
Well,
like,
I think I'm not gonna lie. The fact that if you can forgive her, bro, anybody can forgive anyone.
Exactly. It's like I really did. Like I'm not gonna say like I forgive her. Like oh, it's okay, she did that. It's just like
you're not tripping about it.
Yeah, like I'm. It's not. It doesn't affect my life. You know, I'm doing good personally, and like I'm happy where I am, and I don't need to think about the past.
I think sometimes forgiveness, it should be like different. I think it should just be like low-key just like don't care.
Just moving on.
No forgiveness. Just moving on.
No, because I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes something dirty, I'm not gonna forgive them, but I'm just still not gonna care.
Oh, I feel.
I'm just like, and I feel like because sometimes people don't deserve it, and instead of for me doing that, I'm just not gonna care.
No,
but like I feel like if you don't, like, I don't know. I guess everyone I feel like has a different
way of forgiving.
Yeah.
So
but
some people.
That's your way, yeah. But I'm gonna just be honest. I feel like sometimes when you say you don't care. You be low-key, like, hating them, like, with your whole heart, and at the end of the day...
You are angry. You are angry,
like, you know what I'm saying? Man. Like, if you really don't care, then I think that's a good thing. But...
I mean...
If you say you don't care, but, like, every time you see them, you just, like, start fucking, like, you're like... I'm like, you're about to, like, start fading. You know what I mean?
No, but, like, at the same time...
But, like, now you're at a point where with those people that you are like that, right? For most of them.
Yeah. But, like... I mean, like, I guess forgiveness is too strong.
No.
Maybe I'm not saying forgiveness, but I'm saying like if you're at the point where you really don't like care about them.
Yeah.
Can I talk now?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, so I feel like with forgiveness, it depends on who you are as a person and where you want to go from it, and you can define it in different ways. So if you are choosing, you're not using the term forgiving, but technically it's like that's forgiving. Like you're like not caring about it. You're just forgetting about it. And forgiving can also be like, oh, I forgive myself for putting myself through that. Like sometimes you're kind of mad at yourself, like, why did I let that happen to me?
That's true.
So it's like you're like, why did I let that happen to me? And then there's also forgiving, like, oh, I directly forgive that person, and I want you don't have to tell them you forgive them, but you can just like acknowledge it within yourself and be like, okay, I forgive this person. I'm not gonna let what they did to me hold me down. And I'm just going to move on with them. Or you can remove them.
Yeah.
But I feel like you do need to admit that, like, oh, I don't care because I forgave them. Not I don't care because I don't care.
I don't care because of them. Because if you have that, then like, you're still going to be
you're still, like, you are still caring.
I guess that's true because if something bad happened to them, I wouldn't, like, be so opposed from it.
But it's just like being able to like forget it and like move on with your life and be happy way past that situation that occurred.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna lie, like there's people that have forgiven, but like every time I see their face,
like, same.
Exactly.
I'm just like I don't get mad and I don't have any like anger towards them, but it's just like it made me feel some type of way. Like damn, but why you want to laugh? But the only reason why. When I see that person, I be feeling some type of way because I feel like it was never like addressed, and I don't like that. Like it was addressed.
Oh, what's the word?
I feel like closure.
Closure.
You just want to be like, fuck you. Why did you do that to me?
Yeah, and it's like I feel like she never got enough consequences for it.
Because being the bigger person sometimes is like, just so like sometimes if you're like with a partner and you know that they're like they have like kind of underlying like problems from like a last relationship. Sometimes it's just as important as for you to like accept that what it is and help like try to make them better from it. But like if they're not willing to change because you know if they know it's toxic and they're not changing, then that's kind of on them. Well, it is really. But like
I wouldn't say as in it's on them. Like hey bro, like that's your fault. It's not your fault, but you probably just shouldn't be in the relationship. You should probably figure out how to get over it. Work through it. Get over it. Whatever you want to call it.
But like it's true.
What did you say again? Get over it?
No, like, I'm just saying like even though like let's say if you're dating someone and then they have some past relationship issues that they bring to your relationship with them, it's just important for you to like let them know that you're there. So like everything that they have doubts about that you know that you're there.
And that person should also want to be better. That's another thing. It's not that they shouldn't be in a relationship. It's that you have to want to get over the past. Yeah. You have to want to be better. And if you don't want that, then you're not gonna get anywhere.
But that's they need to want to change or at least be trying. So I can understand if you're trying, but for the people who don't try.
Yeah, people don't.
That are just like helpless. They're like, oh, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like
and
that.
And you try everything to convince them and like nothing.
It's like
that sucks.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes if you're just out of a relationship, that I can understand. But if it's been like a year, then like it's like you gotta get out of it.
All right, let's like do like one more topic and then you have to go. All right, let's just take something.
Wait, so when you ordered Chipotle, you ordered it to your mom's house?
Oh,
he's picking it up.
Like if you're in a relationship, let's talk about people thinking that like. They can like fix people after they already started their relationship.
You can't. That's your answer. You cannot fix somebody.
What do you mean by fixing someone?
Okay, like, so go. All right,
okay, so like let's say you start talking to somebody and you notice like specific problems. Not necessarily problems that like are their fault, but just anything like
hygiene problems,
like insecurities.
No, not hygiene problems. like yeah.
You can't have hygiene problems.
That could be part of it.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
But
insecurities.
Yeah. Insecurities or
but
anything psychological or something that they can change really. Like
try to fix.
For example, like if you're with someone with a childish mindset that doesn't really have a goal in life or like doesn't do this for themselves,
you know that's something that's something that you value.
Yeah.
And you still get into a relationship. You're like, I can probably bring them around to like my way of thinking. Yeah. And like your sole person that relationship becomes trying to turn them into the person that you want.
Or you think that
perfect for you.
Or you think that they're like gonna grow up and they don't.
So it's like so you're trying to say either leave them or just realize that that's how they are.
Well, no, I'm not saying leave them. I'm saying it should be
accept who they are.
You should realize that. No. I'm saying you should realize that before and accept it before you get into a relationship. Instead of
it's not necessarily
making them
that.
I think so. I think that like if you're people go into a relationship and they're like, all right, now I'm in the relationship and I'm gonna keep trying to change you to make you become the person that's like ideal for me.
Or someone that like you would like I don't know how to say it.
I mean maybe like someone's trying to like two people trying to keep a relationship together, even though it's not really working out.
Yes.
You're trying to change each other.
Also
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that. I have a lot of things to say about this topic.
All right,
Go for it, man.
All right.
Go off.
So you cannot fix a person. You cannot change somebody that does not want to change.
Okay.
Like for example, if somebody they don't want anything in life. For example, if you're personally goal oriented.
Yeah.
And you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to grow, you're focused on fixing yourself and being better, and that person is just doesn't want to be better. They just don't want to fix themselves. They don't think anything's wrong with them, or that the habit that they're doing is like wrong.
Or they think it's wrong, but they're kind of like.
They're like, we can't do anything.
They're like,
yeah.
It's wrong, but I physically can't do anything.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
or
I'm
like
gonna just keep.
Yeah, they're so convinced they can't do anything about it. You cannot fix somebody. They have to want to be fixed. They have to want to put in that effort.
I think fix is not the right.
Yeah, it might sound bad.
They have to want to grow up.
Yeah, or just like be
Improve,
better in general.
Yeah.
The problem is they're just general mindset that they have towards any problem in their life. Yeah. Like if they have insecurities and like I'm working to do this, or it doesn't even matter about the insecurities. It's just like
your
the
situation
mindset.
is insecurity.
I know, but like that's one of the examples that we gave.
Yeah.
But I think it's more generally just like the mindset. Like if they share the same mindset as you, like if they have the same like. Not even think about it.
You don't have to have the same mindset,
but similar
you have
mindset. Like if you're goal oriented, you can't be with somebody who's aimless.
It's like I'm gonna put it in layman's terms and just like it's gonna sound weird. It's gonna sound weird. Like it's gonna sound messed up. But it's like, for example, if you are personally here, right? Yeah. This is where you think you are in life. Yeah. And you get with someone that's here. You just want to get that person to where you are so you guys can both go together.
That's a good thing, though.
That's true. It's good, but sometimes they don't want to get there.
It's difficult if they don't want to get there, and you're trying to get them there. You're like, let's go, grow.
But you said against what he just said.
No, it's the same thing.
I mean, I'm saying.
No, I'm saying like it might sound. I said it might sound messed up the way I'm saying it because you're
it's a more simple way to say it.
You're saying like, oh, I'm here, you're here.
I feel like a relationship you have to have a similar mindset to the person.
Or at least be at like the same level.
Well, that's what similar is like within it.
Well, I mean,
because I don't have to have the same mindset.
But you might be at the same level, but I'm trying to be up here and you're trying to stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
So like it depends.
I'm saying it's similar.
But it doesn't have to be like the same goals. It just has to be like.
Not same goals, but
like
same attitude toward those goals.
I guess.
Like if I want to, like. Don't become a doctor and you want to become an artist. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say, oh, you're less than me.
But
I'm gonna say if you have the same
exactly.
If you have the same like enthusiasm towards those goals, then like it's the same thing.
Yeah, I get that. You really cannot like personally. I don't think you could change somebody. Not change, but like you can't.
If they don't want to change, if they weren't already on a path to change before you met them, then they're probably not gonna start automatically being on a path to change.
As much as you like want it, like I've given people so many speeches about like encouragement, like you can change, you can change.
I think that's why it's bad to be like jumping from relationship to relationship instead of giving yourself time to like figure yourself out and find yourself.
I think
that's like the best because then once you go into a relationship, you know what you want.
That's true. No, that's true.
Because if you keep jumping from relationship, there's always probably gonna be something wrong.
I mean, yeah, I did that. But, like, I think, like...
We know you did it.
I think that with me, it's, like, I just, like, grew from there. Like, I kept growing, and I'm still growing, and I'm being better for myself. And if they don't want to do the same things I'm doing, then that's on them. And I'm just going to move on from it.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's, like, there's no point putting so much of your effort in.
And I feel
just trying to, like, make their life better. And then, bro... And then when you leave... Sorry.
When you leave?
And then when you leave... When you look back and notice that, like, nothing that you did really help them, it's like, damn.
Yeah, it hurts.
That's like a waste of energy.
I think it hurts.
It does.
Because for me, like, with my last one, you guys know, I felt like I saw him, everyone was hyping him about how he changed, but really his, like, mindset didn't change. His mindset didn't change. He just changed his appearance. He didn't change who he was and how he was going to get up in life. And I felt hurt because I felt like why are you still going in this direction? Why are you not changing?
Yeah,
why didn't even my breakup didn't even impact you? like dang, like you were so hurt, but you didn't even change for that.
I feel you.
You want to encourage someone to be better.
This is what you were gonna say before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want to encourage someone to be better, but they don't want to be better, and then like I don't know where I'm going with this because I forgot.
Okay, so you spend a lot of time encouraging them to be better. But like, it's just nothing that you do. It's like talking to a brick wall.
I think it's
everything that you do.
It's a healthy relationship to like
grow with each other.
I think it's a healthy relationship to grow with each other and try to boost each other up.
I know.
Yes,
but
this. Okay, go ahead. Okay. I was gonna say.
So I feel like with us, especially, it's like I feel like we are. Oh, okay. I don't know if you guys think I'm mature, but I think you guys are mature. Okay, so like I feel like with us, it's like we especially want to find somebody that's just as like mature as us and just as able to communicate the issues that we have, definitely. Or communicate like situations that we're going through, or the things we need to fix or better ourselves from. I feel like you have to want to address it. You have to like have that mindset to want to. For sure. And not everyone's like that. Everyone's kind of stupid.
Anyways, I feel like leave like you want part 2. We're gonna do one once we get her back in here. Yeah. And remember to comment if you have any extra ideas that you would want us to talk about.
Yes, sir. And leave your opinions and stuff about this in the comments. I'm sorry, I forgot. I just cannot remember.
Don't come for me.
And
don't come for her.
And what's our motto?
Oh yeah. So we hope that this podcast or just this episode and all of our other ones inspire you to have more meaningful conversations, more interesting conversations with the people in your life, because maybe you'll learn something new about them.
And grow up.
Grow up.
That's just a message to the world.
Yes, sir. All right.
Like and comment for part 2.